Hi everybody, I'm Lawrence and I'm the founder and director of 3 accounting groups. Today, I will be giving a short presentation on the business continuity and how technology application can support business continuity planning. So let me start sharing my slide. So just a brief introduction about myself and my company in the coming slide, which you can see in the slide, I'm actually a chartered accountant in Singapore and Malaysia. And in just July 2020, I opened my letters office in Hong Kong. So you may connect my LinkedIn for more information, which you can see in the screen. You can scan the QR code or you can enter the link in the bottom to connect me via LinkedIn. So at 3 Accounting, our key philosophy is to provide clients with efficient, effective, and economy services. As an SME ourselves, we recognize the challenges other SME face and we are dedicated to helping SME to grow. Established in Singapore in 2011, we have since expanded our office to Malaysia and Hong Kong, and we have also formed the largest homegrown global accounting network in Asia, spanning across over 80 countries. Our vision is to become the world leading corporate service provider. 3 Accounting provides a comprehensive range of services so that our clients can focus on running their businesses. This includes accounting, tax, secretary, and many more. So for today's agenda, we will first define a business continuity plan or BCP, and then highlight some of the biggest risks of not having a PCP. Thereafter, I will be sharing on how supply chain diversification, succession planning, and digital transformation are some of the key strategies for business continuity. Lastly, I will be ending this presentation with example of technology application as part of digital transformation initiative that business can use to support their BCP. What is BCP? BCP is to create a system of prevention and recovery from potential threats to us. Some of the common threats in Singapore include pandemic, fire, cyber attack, and many more. PCP is important as the planning ensures that a company's staff and assets are well protected and are able to function quickly in the event of a crisis. Ultimately, the goal is to enable operations to carry on before and during execution of crisis recovery. No organization is invulnerable from disaster or disruption, no matter the size. Not having a PCP in place put your asset, people, and stakeholder at risk. Like tarnish reputation, without PCP, any disruption can harm your brand and public perception. Financial loss, data breaches, server downtime can be extremely costly. Business failure without BCP, complete closure of the business may occur. Lost productivity, example, sales are no longer converted, customer service suffer, and the impact of the crisis continue to grow. Injury and death, the safety of your employees, visitors, clients, and other individuals become a very real concern when facing unexpected emergency. Data loss, data is the most valuable part of the business operation. Losing a company data will stop a business from operating. Hence, having a PCP is extremely important and company with business continuity planning recover faster and more effectively following an emergency. A business continuity plan outlines the procedures and instruction an organization need to follow in the face of a disaster or disruption. The plan consists of procedures that aim to prevent interruption to mission-critical services and restore full function to the organization as quickly and smoothly as possible. Here are some examples of what the business continuity plan needs to include. The required technologies to support the business function. Disaster recovery will implement recovery solutions for technology. Work around processes to use when technology is not available. The team and organization that will be necessary to manage emergency events. To develop a business continuity plan, there are 4 main steps. Organizations need to firstly conduct a business impact analysis to identify time-sensitive or critical business functions and processes and the resources that support them. Next, recovery strategies must be formulated. For an organization, a business continuity team must be organized. Lastly, training has to be conducted for the business continuity team and testing and exercise to evaluate recovery strategies and the plan. It is important to note that a business continuity plan is never truly finished. Since an organization risks and requirements are never set in stone, rather, they change and adapt as the business grows. It's always a good idea to test your business continuity plan again to make sure it's effective, observe results, and make recommendations for improvement. Next is about supply chain diversification. To maintain business continuity in a crisis, business leaders must improve diversification of supply chains. Companies should prioritize and focus on the suppliers that are key to your business continuity. Identify and tap new supply network and execute rapid sourcing. While there is a need to act fast, it doesn't mean rushing. Organizations still need to practice supplier due diligence, which can be done by adopting a crowd-based vendor relationship management system if already have one in place. Organizations should also plan ahead to redesign the supply chain for resilience, taking into account the future supply chain consideration. Hence, supply chain diversification is important such that in the event of a pandemic, if a supplier is unable to supply, your firm still has alternatives to procure the supply from. Next, we will share about the succession planning. The purpose of succession planning is to ensure the continuity of the business and to identify the next generation of leaders, making sure the business not only sustains itself, but will continue to lead in its market while planning for the future continuity of the business. A good example of succession planning would be to implement management training program. For example, Tree Accounting has its own management training program, which is an enhanced management development program designed for candidates to be groomed into future management and leaders. Strategically implement to give participants the best hand-on training, experience, and knowledge, which encompass the fundamental for a successful managerial career position. To gear up for the future economy, Tree Accounting is also the first SMP to introduce a new technology track for its management training program to create a future-ready talent pool and digital workforce. So to be future-ready, IT technology competency is a must and not just a finance knowledge. How does succession planning ensure business continuity? By implementing succession planning strategies, such as a management training program, it ensures individuals will be able to gain further sales insight, wisdom, and improve sales management. This will assist them in achieving their future goals and career progression. Hence, it further supports business continuity as it ensures that employee and assets are protected and safe in the event of a crisis. Digital transformation is equally essential to support business continuity. Digital transformation process may enable connection, reduce manual activities, and minimize the risk of disruption due to any potential risks or threats. For example, like the recent COVID-19 pandemic. Digital transformation is defined as the integration of digital technology into all areas of a business, fundamentally changing how you operate and deliver value to customers. It is not about applying more technology. Instead, digital transformation involves putting technology into place it hasn't been before. So employing some of the digital transformation best practices described below help improve business continuity. First, remote access. Establish remote access through a secure connection, such as virtual private network VPN, and make it available to every employee by providing remote access to company networks, application, and data. Employee can work at any way and at any time. Application and data can also be centralized stored rather than housed on a local device. This will make it easier to manage and secure your company application and data. Next, crowd storage. By engaging a crowd as a service and moving services and data to the crowd, there is complete application and infrastructure ecosystem on cloud which enhance accessibility and security, even though it may still require self-management. Next is about the data security and backup. Partnering with a best-in-class security service provider to build a strong and resilient data security management ecosystem. Additionally, data backup is also a priority in digital transformation initiatives to prevent data loss. Companies should have a data backup plan and test and trial run the backup system regularly to ensure it is functioning well at all times. Next, online collaboration. Investing in an online collaboration platform to build a digital and virtual workplace for business teams to collaborate and deliver. It also allows employees and clients to engage in assignment without having to face physical boundary. Process automation. Digitalize the business process that involve high volume and repetitive transaction is a good example. Connectivities. So the modern digital age requires ultra high connectivities, or at least a 24-hour or 7-day connectivity. So without connectivity, digitalization and automation come to a standstill. Companies should always make safeguard the connectivity their #1 priority and have a contingency plan for it. Redundancy, backup internet line, and alternative connectivity protocol are prudent steps to take. For example, a company can have 2 internet lines from 2 different telco providers, such that when one encounters a downtime, company can still rely on another for internet connection. So how does digital transformation ensure business continuity? This supports business continuity as digital plans ensure that employees have the information they need to proactively manage and mitigate risk throughout the organization. Digital transformation creates a digital framework that helps stakeholders in being more prepared in handling cyber threats and crises should they occur. As a result, businesses are better equipped to protect the company operation, bottom line, and employees. Next, I'll be going through some popular technology applications that can enable digital transformation, initial business growth, and ultimately leading to business continuity. Firstly, crowd accounting technology. Crowd accounting software is an accounting software that hosts on a remote server. In 2020, 78% of small businesses will rely solely on the crowd accounting technology, and the global crowd accounting market size was 2.62 billion in 2018 and is projected to reach 4.25 billion by end of 2023. So Trade Accounting is a certified advisor of the crowd accounting software, and we highly encourage the company to adopt crowd accounting technologies such as Xero and QuickBooks, and many more. Benefit of adopting the crowd accounting include disaster recovery and loss prevention. The data will back up on the crowd is always activate and disaster recovery will be shift. And storing your accounting data and document in the crowd guarantee that the data is always available and accessible with an internet connection. Even if your hard copy source document go missing or damages by unexpected incident. With an online accounting system, you can significantly reduce your reliance on a hard copy paperwork. Invoices can be emailed out directly to clients. Incoming bill and receipt can be scanned and saved directly with the associated transaction in your accounting software, as all documents are all digitalized and stored in the cloud. There is no need to keep the paper original, saving on printing costs, postage costs, filing space, and storage costs. If you rely on traditional accounting on-premises approach, such as dealing with paperwork, data entry, and storing information in local server or computer, you might end up permanently losing all your data in the event of a crisis. Mobile access and ease collaboration allow remote team to view, share, and access up-to-date data easily and securely across the platform, thereby providing a more streamlined collaboration processes for better work-life balance. Next, without the need for human input, optical character recognition, short form as OCR, is a technology that can be housed on cloud to convert the scanned paper documents, PDF file, or images to editable and searchable data for bookkeeping purposes. So benefit of adopting the OCR include data disaster recovery. By storing and digitalizing and extracting the valuable data on a secure cloud server and distribute system using an OCR let you quickly retrieve everything without the need for human input. Increased efficiency. Advances in this technology allow companies to use scanner or even the camera on mobile device to capture printed financial information such as receipt and invoice and translate them into digital data file without any human input. This helps to increase the efficiency of businesses and achieve higher productivity by facilitating quicker data retrieval when required. Time and effort which the employee are required to put in for extracting the relevant data can now be channeled to focus on core activities and more high-value work instead of just data entry. Next is about data backup software. Data backup software is an application used to make an exact copy of the data to safeguard it and facilitate recovery if data is lost, corrupted, or infected by malware. Ideally, there should be a daily automatic backup of server data via the data backup software. Offsite backup software allows a saving and backup of data to some remote storage, such as the network drive, network attached storage, or a server, as well as to a private or commercial cloud services like Google Drive or Dropbox, all of which are able to live sync offsite server to recover data almost immediately, significantly minimize the business disruption. So to conclude, business continuity is not just about planning for events that will stop function completely, but also for an event that have the potential to adversely impact the organization's services. There is a need to have a business continuity plan to be future ready and to facilitate business continuity. So with that, I've come to the end of my presentation. I'm Lawrence, the founder and director of 3 Accounting Group. So thank you for listening.